Oh, wait. We're live! Oh my goodness, here we are. Hello, everyone. What happened to the timer? I got no idea, but we're starting now. And yeah, we're going to be playing a Nurgle campaign with cavalry only. And what does cavalry only imply? Well, it means basically only frogs. And some of the Nurgling mounts for our lords and heroes, but that's basically it. That's basically it. We're not going to be running any other units. It is going to be a challenge run, and we're going to be starting dead center in the middle of the map, and I plan to be heading to Kislev. No drones. No drones. And the reason is because I think the drones, if we allowed drones, I'd probably be spamming them a lot. And I think it's possible to have a good run with Nurglings only. But if it does feel like things are getting rough and the run's impossible or whatever, then I will indeed go for a couple drones. But we're going to be trying frogs only first. Now, since we're playing, you know, Warhammer 3, new campaign stuff, I expect there to be quite a few new people coming in to watch this. So we will go over quickly who I am. I am Enticity. I make primarily single player content right now, and I enjoy myself some good challenge campaigns. I also make a bunch of random tip videos, so if you like really short form content, you can check that out in the on the channel. On the channel. So there you go. How long did you play Warhammer 3 already? A decent amount. Now, I did skip through a lot of the cutscenes. I can only stream for so much time, but I'm sure most of you guys have seen other people go through the campaigns before. You know, many of you guys have watched Legend and so on. So you guys can always find any content that you're looking for over there. You know, in terms of campaign, campaign like introductions and cinematics and so on. You can find those pretty easily. I'm just here to make sure I don't run out of time to stream, because we are on a limited, pretty limited streaming schedule. Now, you can see Nurgle does have an interesting mechanic over here. His buildings go on a loop. So you can see when you create one, it will cycle between them and give units to you that way. Really interesting mechanic. We're not going to be doing too much of that, except for the growth buildings, of course. Wait, so one faction is just toads. Well, yeah, that's Nurgle for you. He has like 2 different units that are toads. And yeah. Yeah, we're going to be trying that out. Chat is vicious. This is what you guys voted for. You madmen. But alright, here we go. So we got our starting army up. Let's go ahead and go into the skill tree, but let's take a quick look at chat, because chat is actually just blazing through right now. Some talk about drones. You're interested to see campaign stuff like the cyclical buildings. The cyclical buildings are really interesting. I'll look at them more. These are all the different, upgrades for Nurgle's tech tree. We won't be using most of these, but the growth is pretty nice. Yes, that's right. I am also the reigning multiplayer champion right now in a fairly small pool of players, but that is where most of my campaign comes from. We also got unholy manifestations. These are buffs that you click a lord and they will get the buffs for 2 turns. And it doesn't work on other lords, I discovered in a test run. So make sure you keep that in mind. We will be using that quite a bit. Oh yes, and the plague cauldron. Another one of flying units right now do not count as cavalry, but they will if things are looking really rough. They're sort of an emergency unit. But yeah, Nurgle has a bunch of plagues. We're gonna skim through them real quick over here. You got you got growth, good for, you know, buildings and so on. You got casualty replenishment rate reduction, and you can see it's a benefit for your army and a downside for the other. Let's see here. We got, yeah, attrition, which is really nice. We'll be using quite a bit of that. Some corruption and some melee attack debuffs. But the exciting part, much like Grom's Cauldron, you can mix and match different symptoms. So side effects that you can add on top of your plagues to make them even better. Like double attrition, which is always pretty fun. And if you make the right recipes, you can get even more buffs. So I'll just skim through those quickly. If you guys are really interested, you can pause the video to look at that. But like I said, we're on a schedule. We got some battles to win, and we're going to start off... My bad. We're going to start off by changing the camera settings, because we like to play it fast and loose here. Now, I will be playing relatively efficiently, but don't expect the peak efficiency that you usually see with Legend. I very much like my faster campaigns. So let's see how this goes with the battle number 1. Thankfully, it's a pretty small force, but we only have frogs right now. Is this the first challenge campaign of Total War Warhammer 3? I think Legend did at this as Total War as someone earlier. Yeah, so he might have beat me to it, unfortunately. But this is one of the first. One of the first challenge campaigns, and definitely the first for myself, so quite exciting. All right, and yeah, thank you to the moderators who are helping answer the most common questions in chat. Oh, whoopsie daisies, I'm watching myself right now. There we go. Yeah, thank you, mods, for answering the most common questions in chat. People will definitely be asking about plague drones, I'm sure, for the entire day. So, yeah. Yep, the Toad Lord has arrived. So, you're gonna see Kugoth Plaguefather here, insane range. He's basically an artillery piece that hits for 550 damage. An insanely strong melee lord. He's gonna be the main answer here against all of these little Noblars. And then in melee, he can help kill the Ogre Bulls. We're just gonna do a little bit of splitting. Going to see the glorious speed of our toads here. Absolutely marvelous. Fastest unit in the game, as you can tell. They're getting caught out by some basic ogres, but already we just lost one of our only toads. But it's not the end of things. We can make do. Also, that is pretty bad right off the bat. But anyways, we're going to be getting the plague toad buildings in a bit. We do need to upgrade our settlement before we can get more. And then from there, we'll be able to sort of expand more. Now, the big problem about the plague toads, they have 59 speed. And that makes them extremely slow. We're going to be relying mostly on Kugoth here to be carrying for us. He does have quite a few hexes, and he will be using his melee attack to slowly chunk these guys down. The Noblars are much less of an issue. See, we got a nice wind spell over here that'll just annihilate them. And then this battle should be basically done. There is the enemy Ogre Lord over here. I'm not particularly worried about him since we can cycle charge him down with the Plague Toads and good old Kugoth. Totally awesome. Amazing. Oh, the puns are back. It's nice to it's nice to have you guys here. Now, right now, the big problem is that with only 2 toads in Kugoth, the minor settlement battles are actually not really winnable for us. A bit of a shame that we cannot take settlements. We will have to play a bit defensively early on, but things will be ramping up as soon as we get our toad buildings going. Oh boy, this is gonna be quite the campaign, isn't it? Yeah, the flying cavalry is not true cavalry, guys. This is really a toad-only campaign. This is Total War. Jeez, you guys, it doesn't stop. Oh man, this is exciting though. What's it? Sensen saying, hey Enticity, since you play Nurgle, maybe you know, did they change AoE effects for Nurgle? He and a lot of lords/heroes/units can get AoE damage on themselves. Is that stackable for Nurgle? I'm not sure what you mean by that exactly. Also, we are going to be farming as many infections as possible. But yeah, we run into the first challenge of the campaign. This settlement that would be pretty easy to take otherwise, has quite a few units right now. But it doesn't mean that it is impossible to take. First things first, we're gonna encampment stance with our Plague Father. We're going to Pestilent Growth to give him extra replenishment, but he can't move for 2 turns. So that's going to be pretty spicy. This guy, we can't embed on the army yet because he does not have a mount. And as such is not cavalry. And there you go. Critical failure. So he's going to come back in a couple turns. Man, this run. This run already to a spicy start indeed. I guess we'll just upgrade Kugoth. He's going to be the main menace in this run. And I would very much like to get, yes, this direct damage spell going. This right here is going to save us, given enough time. But yeah, that's basically it for a little bit. I will also be spamming out this ability though, to start spreading some plagues, some good old Nurgle plagues. All right, and I think we're going to go for the growth increase, so that our city over here can level up a little bit faster. Yeah, off to a really good start, guys. Really good. This is the best Nurgle run I've ever had in my life. Oh my gosh, alright. Man, and by the way, can I just compliment CA on the impressive load times? You can see there. I didn't have time to even read chat in between. It's crazy. Also, by the way, exciting thing. We will only have... I think we can only go to 75 turns. So for each turn that we end, the run gets closer and closer to the end until, of course, the embargoes release on us. But yeah, you can see these wonderful effects. You know, we get Nurgle corruption here, extra infections, our city is booming. We love plagues over here in the lands of Nurgle. We also have some friends, some warriors of chaos, and if we become friendly enough with them, we can use their cavalry, which will surely make this run very, very fun. Now, at the moment, we can't get the sweet defensive alliance that we're looking for, but we will try for it, and hopefully we'll get there eventually. Oh, what's it? Mr. Hamtastic. What an amazing name. Hello. Hello. Thank you very much for the $10 saying, what did you expect? You can get the toad stats up with the... Oh, what do you expect you can get the toad stats up to with buildings and buffs? Honestly, not that much. Not that much. They'll probably get a little bit more charge defense because of Kugoth, and then that's it. But we'll make do. We'll make do. They're mobile enough to win some battles. Alright, now, we almost have our other growth building. We're going to be leveling up in 5 turns, according to the game. And then we're going to take 3 turns to level up, and then we will finally have the Toad building. In the meantime, Kugoth is just continuing to chill over here. He doesn't really need to be in such a precarious position, though. Instead, we're going to ambush near our city, so that if we do get attacked by a random army, we should be able to live. That's the plan anyways. How many cavalry units does Nurgle even have? In this one, I think we're stuck to 2. Plus, we can use heroes that are mounted on ground cavalry. Alright, so Sunken Sewers is finally complete. It's going to be offering us some extra growth. And you can see it doesn't actually... You can't actually upgrade it more past this, I think is how the mechanic works. It will just cycle between these 2 states, offering 40 growth and 40 growth. But one gives a little bit more money. So that's pretty cool. Nice, and in one more turn, we will have our upgrade. And let's see, I think we also need to reinstate another plague over here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, actually, we don't have enough infections. That's very unfortunate. I guess we'll just pass the turn then. Oh, man. Oh, the toads on boats. It's going to be exciting. Enticity, I believe it's cheaper to infect your lord than your cities. Oh, I see. Let's double check. It is cheaper to infect your lord. Well, then we should definitely be infecting Nurgle. Oh, man, already inefficient at the start of the campaign. But chat always has my back. And yes, the assault garrison is a success. This hero is going to be my only way to deal damage to garrisons early on. And there we go. There's our upgrade. So in 3 more turns, we can get some toad upgrades. And speaking of toad upgrades, I think there's a very... Yes, 5% speed for toads. The best upgrade you've ever seen. Oh my gosh. This campaign is going to be something, guys. Here we go. So some extra growth. We're going to go ahead and get that. And then Nurgle is just going to be waiting in striking distance of this city. He's just going to be waiting. Enticity, do you still plan to do a cav-only Rapunzel campaign, or is this replacing it? This is likely replacing it. For me, I'll probably be doing Warhammer 3 only content for the next while. But if Mortal Empires comes and Rapunzel shows up in campaign, then that's a good reason to try that out again. Yes, here we go. 3 plague toads of Nurgle were saved. This campaign truly blessed by, what is Nurgle's name? Like the Great Father or something? I don't know, but truly blessed. All right, so this is the point where we really start rolling, guys. Here we go, 5 whole toads to our name. We just doubled the strength of our armies. Guys, this is the best. This is the best. Oh my goodness, here we go. Now, the game says crushing defeat, and I would beg to differ. We're gonna fight this battle, and we're gonna be playing it out. Santa Claus? Sure, we'll go with that. Here we go. Yeah, Phil McDonald. Call the campaign here. That's a win. Yeah, look at that. Look at these bad boys. Look at that speed. Oh my goodness, best unit in the game. Oh man, Enticity, what are the drones good for? They're pretty good for skirmishing. They're one of the fastest Nurgle units, so if you have the micro for it, they're quite good. Will CA show embargoed factions before launch? I don't think I can talk about that, so we'll just skim over that. Yeah, snowballing, the hard snowball. Now, if we can capture the city, we can also get a plague building, like a toad building here, thus doubling the production of toads. And from there, we will be able to actually maybe even get the dreaded Toad 20 stack. But let's not get too excited now. Let's not get too excited because right now we only have 5 toads. So this is surely going to be a micro madness battle. For those of you who don't know, I am using the debug camera. It does not require any mods, and it's great. It's great. As you can see here, it lets you zoom out and see the entire city. And if you want to know how, I do have a video. So if you look up Enticity debug camera, I think there should be a tutorial for you guys. But yeah, we're going to be coordinating our push in right now. We're going to attack from multiple angles and try to take some efficient fights against the AI. You can see, obviously our toads are going to lose to ogres, but if we can overwhelm them, we may have a chance of winning a battle. So that's going to be the strategy. All right, but in the meantime, we got Kugoth. He's going to be a menace. He's one of the best fighters we have, and he's going to be just sort of plodding forwards, trying to catch out the AI. We're going to pull away from any battle that we can't win, and then we're going to go for some 6 rounds on this unit of ogre bulls all the way in the distance. All right, in the meantime, let's go ahead and get some breath attacks. We're going to continue pulling away with our toads. You can see so far we haven't taken any fights, but our toads are still taking damage. The big problem is that many of these, there are defenses over here, like this piercing tower, that does actually do a decent amount of damage to us. So time is of the essence, and we'll be trying to build up as fast as we can. Now, if we get these capture points, for those of you who haven't seen siege battles yet, that will make it where we can disable the construction of towers over on the map. And that's going to be my main goal over here. Take out as many towers as we can before we actually go in for these fights. That way I can take my time, be a little bit more methodical, and hopefully get a win from there. Now we have our first capture point. We're going to get our second in just a second. And then we're going to go in for a big surround on these ogre bulls over here. Oh boy. Frogs for the frog throne. That is correct, Rubber Duck. Hello. For anyone who doesn't know Rubber Duck, very big multiplayer content creator. He's great. Very much enjoyed playing the tournament with him yesterday. You guys can find that on the channel. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Although today definitely is an all frog day today. You can see the piercing tower annihilating my poor plague toads. They're probably gonna have to retreat off the map in a second, just because they are slowly getting whittled down. But over here you can see we've taken a pretty nice fight. We got a little bit of a surround on these ogre bulls. And the devastating charge of, 38, that's decent, of our toads should eventually be able to chip them down. As for Kugoth, still an amazing fighter. You can see he is even doing well against Mornfang cavalry. And then soon enough, we should have the city with very few losses. And boy, oh boy, do we need few losses, because, man, every unit of toads that we lose is just so painful. It's so incredibly painful. I don't have that many toads, guys. But all right, Kugoth is doing well. We're going to move him to the main capture point now. And then we're going to grab these boys. And yes, this is ×4 speed. They are that fast. You might not believe it. But we're going to get them to hit up these Noblars. In fact, I think I'll also get Kugoth to support my frogs so that they can actually win some battles. Here we go. Pretty good fight over there. We're going to hit up these goblin spears, or Noblar spears. My bad. Not all Noblars are goblins. Very good. And now we can progress to the main capture point. Now there is their lord over here. Bugging, just being a huge pain for my toads. But what we can do now, if we bog him down with these guys, and then bring in Kugoth to help fight, then we should be able to easily capture this back point. And then that way the tower's going to be shut down. It's going to be a dandy old time. Nurgle cavalry speed is normal race's artillery speed. Oh yeah, thank goodness Nurgle doesn't have artillery, or it would literally not move ever. All right. Oh man, a little bit of cycle charging just to... Oh, we lost another toad. We lost another toad. How is that even possible? Oh man. All right, Nurgle. Or not Nurgle, Kugoth. He's going to need to go over here. He's going to rear charge these guys in the back. And that magnificent amount of charge bonus on that palanquin should be able to rout him off. And there you go. With only 20% losses on our forces, we managed to defeat the ogres. You can see why I needed to assault the units in the garrison. But you know, we got there. We got there, and that's what matters. Oh boy. You know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? Oh boy, give me it. Give me the pun, or whatever joke you have planned, Captain Beardy. Oh boy. All right. So not bad. Not bad. Oh no, okay, yeah. We only lost one toad. We can live with that because we'll have a building soon. Get some good experience. And look at that armor piercing banner for the toads. That is amazing. Truly. Truly, we will have the most fearsome toads in the land. There we go. Oh, the potion of speed. Oh my goodness. Oh my, look at that. Speedy Kugoth. He's gonna be just blitzing it at a solid like 31 speed. God, this campaign is very cursed already, but definitely very fun. It croaks. All right, good job, Nathan. Also, hello, Nathan CA. The Nathan CA of CA fame is in chat. Hello. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream so far. The toad memes are afoot. I can't recruit any... Man, I wonder how the CA developers feel about this. Look at this beautiful roster. Monsters, beautifully animated plague bearers, just so much time and effort spent into these guys, and I'm playing like zoomed out to the max and only making one unit. I'm sure CA's loving it. All right, so one more turn until we get another growth building. And we'll be spamming out toads from there. And then we have yet more ogres that we need to fight. Very scary. Very scary. Fighting ogres is not an easy task, but you know, what can you do? Hey, Rocky Balboa, hello. Hello, happy to have you here. Do we blame Nathan if anything is going wrong? Oh, maybe. That could be good. That could be good. But, yeah, you know, I guess blaming Nathan is definitely better than blaming me for my bad decisions. That seems pretty nice overall. All right, here we go. Now, I think we've already gone to the point where basically all of our tech tree upgrades... Yeah, there's only 2 more tech tree upgrades that are even useful for us now, which is diplomatic relations and plague spreading. 1%. Not exactly the best position to be in, but you know, what can you do? In the meantime, we're passing our turns. We're upgrading our buildings. You know, things are going. Things are going. Garrison Lord not moving. Don't worry, he doesn't plan to go anywhere. Next turn, guys. Oh man. That might be CA Nathan. Like I've spoken to him before, so I would assume it's a likely chance that that's him. Unless I am incorrect. Who knows? Maybe it's someone just pretending to be Nathan. Who knows? Enticity. Will he make use of the outpost to have different cavalry other than toads? Yes, if I can actually make friends, but making friends can be a little bit difficult. Oh man, look at this. Look at this, the glorious toad building. The demonic sacks of eggs. Look at that. And 30 income generated. All right, guys, we're set. This campaign's gonna get rolling real soon. Real soon. Now we're gonna sack this settlement because, you know, I'm not spending my money on a military, that's for sure. And nice. We managed to assault that. We can move Kugath over here. We can go ahead and encamp, and then we're gonna go and give it another plague because honestly those plagues are just great. And we can also put this on, but you can see it makes the infection cost a little bit more, and I like my cheap infections, so we're gonna be sticking with that, and hopefully we can spread it to our settlements for yet more growth. Do the bees count as cavalry? No, they do not. Hey, Zyphos, hello. I'm doing all right. I'm gonna play Slanesh Cavalry as soon as I'm able to. What is this? What is this? Why is there a random dwarf stack in my lands? All right, 1 second, guys. I almost, had I moved over here, we would have actually lost this campaign. Oh man, I love earlier. I made in my earlier video, I said Legendary felt a little bit more easy than it was before. I might have been wrong, but let's see. You know what? We did get a decent amount of damage there. What we do have, we can use our garrison to possibly do some work here. You know, our toads do have anti-infantry, so perhaps a sneaky ambush over here in the distance will be able to save us. Look at that, 45%. I've never seen a higher number in my life. All right, let's see if we live. Let's see if we live. Yeah, we're making lots of friends. I really want Norscan cavalry. I would do. Are you kidding me? They're so close. Yeah, I really want Norscan cavalry. That's the big hope, but I don't know if we'll get them anytime soon. Maybe not even this campaign. I guess we'll see. Is the Kislev campaign already playable? It is not available right now, and I cannot speak of it. Okay, now, can we become friends with these guys? Almost. I think if we have a few more wars with those ogres, I might be able to defensive alliance with those guys and get some actual cavalry. Oh boy. Oh, fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Oh, yes. Yes, glorious toads. Where are they? Where are they? Where are my toads? Is it here? No. Oh, it's here. 5,000 gold. Are you kidding me? Okay, we can't. We can't afford toads yet. We're gonna have to wait a turn, but we can do that. Let's wait. Yeah, Norscan cavalry. Man, honestly, the having the allies, like those outposts, is pretty cool. Ambush failed. Wait, I don't get reinforcements from the garrison? That's not good. All right. Well, obviously we're gonna have to. Oh, I see. I can decline attack. That's good. That's very good. Let's go ahead and upgrade the base weapon damage and give armor piercing, and then just decline the attack. I don't want to fight that, and they don't want to fight me, so this is good. Oh boy. Oh man. Okay. Do we have this building done yet? One more turn. All right. One more turn, guys, and then we should be safe from the dwarves. Now, if I can get an ambush on them, we're set. But if not, things are looking bad. Oh man, they're gonna get replenishment too. Quite scary. Quite scary, but we do have a nice ambush. We're gonna go for the good old point blank ambush. You'll never expect it. Nice, there we go. We got more dwarves on the horizon. Not a problem, guys. Not a problem, because this settlement over here, we can't even make defenses. Oh boy. All right. Well, hopefully our sunken sewers over here gets that building up real soon. Next turn is what makes or breaks it. Oh, new outposts at the cult. The cult of something. Wait, there was an outpost notification. I think in my, yes, over here. Yes, the Cliff of Beasts. We can make an outpost here. but it's an infection-based outpost, so I don't know if we can actually get units here. But I can go for, let's see, 5 per turn, 10 per turn when growth is high, when a lord is present, or a random plague. Well, I guess we'll just go for this. I like my infections. Nice. And then on this army, we're going to go for some shenanigans. Some good old emergency, let's just give everyone attrition shenanigans. All right, next turn, guys. I know I brought a grudge in. So the reason I thought that the campaigns were easier, I was playing as the Demon Prince faction, and we were running into a lot of Kislev and human factions, and then I was like, all right, things are easy. But now that we're actually fighting dwarves, life is a whole lot scarier. Quite a bit scarier. The good old underway stance too into my ambush range. Now I can't move. Thankfully the other dwarves seem to have left me alone, thank goodness. And yeah, I think we just continue to assault these units, and fingers crossed we will survive the Dowie onslaught. Yep. Oh man, the dwarves. The dwarves, they've come. They've come again. Man, the dwarves really are just the scariest armies in any campaign, especially those slayers. Oh yeah, speaking of, slayers are going to be a menace. 100%. 100%. I have no easy way to kill the slayers, but I'm sure I'll figure out something. Enticity, I don't think you could ambush that close to armies. Is that a Warhammer 3 thing? Well, I don't know. It seems like we done did it. But they're gonna have to go into march or movement stance before I can actually catch them out. Here we go. Yeah, let's see if we can actually overrun the dwarves. I'm really hoping that we can get a proper ambush here. And we do actually have a couple allies that might be able to save us. They go into raiding stance directly beside our good old ambush over here. Just right in my face. I don't even... Can they not move? I have no idea, but you know what? We'll just pretend they don't exist, guys. We're just gonna pretend, and we're just gonna make our toad building over here, and hopefully we can catch out the dwarves. Or even better, if Ragnar comes in and saves us, that would be a pretty big plus too. See, can we ask him to help us out? Come on, Ragnar. Come on, Ragnar. What if I... Oh man, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do to make them love me more. Alright, well. Such is the way of things. Let's grab our hero. We can't assault units because of our income. So we end the turn. The next one. Yeah, we're going hard on the max toads. Now, I think the embargo says I can only go to turn 75. Which is a bit of a problem, all things considered. Alright, what's this? Stuff it with magnets, earthing rod. Now, we already have max Nurgle corruption, so that's not actually good. I'll take the earthing rod. Okay, now, the big problem right now, though, is that there are yet more dwarves on the horizon. This did not happen in my test campaign. So, we are going to have to really act quickly here if we want to take them out. Oh, I have toads, but... Wait, cannot recruit this unit? Why is that? Why can't I... Do I not have them yet? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, no, wait. Does it need to shift over? Maybe we get toads next turn? I'm not sure. But let's take a look at this army, right? I think we do win this. And we do sort of have to win it. So let's try it. The game only thinks it's a close defeat. You know, we do have Kugoth. So... the moment of truth. Now, if we do lose all of our toads here, that would be just terrifying. But... I do feel like I have a chance. Is that the goal then? Survive until turn 75? Every time I stream a challenge campaign, everyone thinks it's a survival campaign. It's never a survival campaign, guys. It's always... We're always trying to thrive. Alright, yeah. The full units of dwarves are coming our way, but... Funnily enough, our frogs are actually faster than the dwarves. Barely. You can see the slayers, 40 speed, 59. We almost have 50% speed on the dwarf slayers. These are the fastest units on the battlefield right now. Just lightning speed over here. All right, let's see how this goes. Phil May saying, I don't think you have the toads yet. It's shown on the top of the unit card. Okay. Yeah, I think I get them next turn. I should have a few next turn. But thankfully, the AI is going to let Kugoth shell them out for a little bit. We're going to position with our toads to get some massive flanking going on. And then Kugoth's going to have his work cut out for him. The Stream of Corruption does have 100% AP, but it will need some time to actually, you know, it doesn't actually do that much damage. Gonna need a couple casts of it on the infantry for it to do well. Now, the big scary thing for Kugoth right now, those quarrelers are definitely going to pose a little bit of a threat. So a tiny bit of flanking action over here and a little bit of a pull away should distract these guys. And then from here, I should be able to jump on top of them with my toads. Our toads AP. They have 15 armor piercing, so no. No, the toads are not armor piercing. I'm sad that you even had to make me bring that up. But still though, Kugoth is a complete menace. We're gonna speed him up. Mighty 35 speed. And then we're gonna start getting in these breath attacks against the quarrelers. This is gonna help us out a lot. It's gonna knock them down. It's gonna do a good amount of armor piercing damage. And then we'll be able to shut them down with these guys. Now, the AI, will they actually? No, they don't have skirmish mode on. Look at that. CEA did improve the AI. They actually stood their ground, which makes life harder for me. But nevertheless, the toads do get in there. They still do, you know, a decent amount of damage with that bonus versus infantry. And if Kugoth can help rout these guys off, hopefully I can just chase them down. What are your thoughts about units and buildings lit up? Is it good? What do you mean by buildings being lit up? As in like UI changes, graphics changes? I got no idea what you're talking about. All right, now how much damage did that spell do? Rancid Visitations barely did any damage to their lord. We definitely won't be spamming that out in the future. Instead, I think the Stream of Corruption is actually our safest bet here. And of course, Kugoth is going to have to hard carry. Yeah, it makes sense that the Quarrelers wouldn't run. It's definitely an upgrade for the AI. And I do welcome stronger AI. You know, I invite the challenge. It means when you click on a unit, they light up. Oh, I see. Well, you know, I've changed my settings for it to be much closer to Warhammer 2. So, I'm sort of fine with it. It's very visually clear, especially from a far distance. So, yeah. But if you hold spacebar, there's a lot of different, like, you know, you can turn off selection markers and they don't light up. So, you know, it's customizable, and that's what everyone really hopes for, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Time for the 6th round. Can we get these guys to rout off? I need 2 more winds of magic before I can get another breath attack on these guys. Man, this Nurgle fights take so long. I should just have the game on 2x speed by default, shouldn't I? I feel like I really should. Okay, let's pull these guys back so we can get a proper cycle charging going. Oh, come on. No, I don't want to lose another frog unit. Okay, thankfully they do stabilize. And then Kugoth is going to have to probably disengage because we can't stay in a prolonged fight. Even when we have a pretty decent advantage, sustained fight against dwarves, still a very bad idea overall. And nice. Nice. Now we can start picking off a few units and then hopefully close out the battle from there. Nurgle versus dwarves. Yeah, 2x speed feels like normal speed right now. It actually does. That's the crazy part. All right, so nice. Mighty charge on those quarrelers. Nice. Massive damage. Unimaginable amounts of damage, really. Man, these toads are great. Honestly, you know, I don't think they're a terrible unit, but I think they're definitely pretty low on the tier list of units. Pretty low, unfortunately. Kugoth is getting run down by Slayers, by the way, which is why he's taking so much damage. I think there is a high, there's a high HP unit of Slayers over here that I need to distract. Because if they do decide to commit to a fight against Kugoth, he will die. He will die in rapid fashion, so hopefully I can get them to chase off my toads, and then Kugoth can just have a fun time killing off these dwarves with his crazy armor piercing damage. Yeah, the dwarves do still get wrecked by mobility, even if it is the slowest mobility in the game. Like, honestly, I think there's some infantry that are almost the same speed as these toads. Truly terrifying, but thankfully Kugoth is just a complete beast. He's going to be hard carrying. You can see he's already gone up to 200 kills compared to, you know, our toads, you know, the 30 kills on our toads. Decent, you know, I don't want to shame my poor toad boys, but really it is all on Kugoth. He is doing a good job though, and we have distracted the Slayers. Very good. Can we kill off their lord? You know, I'll kill the infantry first. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? These... No, we lost a unit of toads to quarrelers? Alright. Alright, we're gonna send in the other toad squad to hit them up. We're gonna slow down these Slayers with our faction passive. Come on, go get them. Go get them. Yes, they're on top of them. Yeah, and then we're gonna... yeah, just have Kugoth kill off their lord, hopefully. Did I accidentally mismicro those toads? Were they just standing there getting shot at? Or maybe they were fighting this one Slayer? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened to them. But I hope that they put up a good fight. Speaking of a good fight, man, these quarrelers are chunky. We might even have to retreat from this battle, as much as I hope we don't. Let's see. I think with Kugoth winning this fight against the Lord. Oh, another toad goes down. That every single toad loss hurts. But we will be able to recruit more in a bit. Let's see if we can grab these guys. And I want to help in the fight here, but I can't risk aggroing those Slayers. We're going to have to run away from them. Yeah, Toad's too strong. Now, they are tired, which does reduce their speed by a fairly significant amount, actually. So, I feel like we might even have to ×4 this battle, just because of how... You know, I'm going to ×4 it. It honestly doesn't feel that much... It honestly doesn't feel that much faster, does it? But you know what? Yeah, let's grab these guys. We're going to hit up these quarrelers. We're going to go over here. We're going to charge these dwarf warriors in the back. And Kugoth, hopefully, will be able to kill off their lord. Maybe some cycle charge action with them. Maybe a little bit of cycle charging with Kugoth. Oh boy, this battle's lost. We're going to have to retreat to our settlement. Oh boy, all right, here we go. Here we go. Oh boy, army losses? That's not good. That's not good. Okay. Okay. Well then. Well then. That's a big F. But we did give them some pretty hard losses. So as long as... Yeah, great stream, guys. Great stream. I'll see you tomorrow for a different challenge. Wow, how did the army losses kick in? Did we get army lost by 1 unit of Slayers? Come on, there was nothing left. Still though, we'll hit them with the plagues. That is my specialty. We do have the minor settlements, which the AI are especially bad at attacking. We even infected our ally. Can we convince this guy to go to war with any of the dwarves? Just literally anyone. I'll do anything for you. I'll give you the Veil of Nightmares. Can I? Oh wait, no. Oh, I can't give them my settlement? Ah, come on, what is this? What is this ripoff? I don't have a good enough settlement to give them. Alright, well screw you then, Ragnar. Screw you. Okay, well anyways, we're gonna get Kugoth back in a couple turns. Alright, we got our settlement over here. We sit back, we relax, and wait for the dwarves to come to us. Oh man, oh here they are. Now they are taking attrition, that is good, and the other guys did retreat, so we can slowly whittle these guys down. We have increased our income against, you know, all odds. It is definitely higher now, and it's just attrition because of chaos wastes, but I'll take it. And I'll take what I can get. Okay, so 4 turns before we got Kugoth back. And we can finally go for the sick toad upgrade. The Plague Toads of Nurgle, 5%. Gonna be decent over here. Enticity, I double checked your poll, and Cathay is is tied with Nurgle at 25%. You know, I could try a Cathay campaign, you know, for later streams, but I will be sticking with the Nurgle because it is hilarious. Let's see. I wonder, do they win this battle? Like, now that we actually have a settlement over here to help fight, I don't think we win it, but I do think we trade pretty well. So we can sort of just sit back and relax for a bit, you know, stockpile a little bit of change, maybe maybe convince this guy to love us. 0.7. Would that convince you to fight these guys? No, no, it would not. Not in the slightest. Man, Ragnar really doesn't like us, guys, but you know, we'll make do. Yeah, we're croaking a little bit. Look, man, we got Kairos asking for money. The lunch bully coming to us, taking our money, our lunch money. But all right. Now, one interesting thing about the AI that I noticed in my campaigns is that they are they're pretty passive when it comes to taking minor settlements now. The fact that, you know, they are walled makes it where the AI is very apprehensive about moving into attack. And this does buy us a lot more time than you would think. And we will be abusing that a little bit. Threaten them to join. Flying Taco, I have no army. I don't think Ragnar is feeling threatened right now. Yeah. Ragnar, he's regretting joining the Chaos forces now, isn't he? Okay. Yes, we got the success. Okay, this is good. So, if we can out attrition them, this is how we come back here. We're gonna hit turn 75 really fast, aren't we? Just instant turn 75. Maybe we'll just hit turn 75 in one session today, and then we can just play the Cathay campaign tomorrow, which will also be, you know, 4 hours of streaming. Oh man, there we go. So we did get our upgrade for the toads, and yes, another assault unit success. That's very good. Let's see. Control F toad. Hey, line of sight when you spread a plague. That's pretty cool. All right, and then we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're going to give ourselves attrition, or we're gonna give the enemy attrition, and hopefully they catch the plague. And then for our unit points, assault garrison, because that's what this guy is made for. Nice, and we'll have Kugoth in next turn, I think. I don't know when we get him, but we'll see. I think next turn. Oh man, yep. The true end times, the dwarf end times have arrived, haven't they? Cathay all cavalry better than Nurgle. Better, but Cathay cavalry is actually pretty bad overall. I'm not the biggest fan of their cavalry, I must say. But sweet, the Plague Father is back, and he's come with toads. We got 2 whole toads to our name. Very good. We can pestilent growth on our army to heal the toads even faster. And we'll have even more in a bit. And hopefully we can actually just move in and kill this dwarf army in a second. You can see we've banked up a whole lot of money over the end turns, and we should be able to make a pretty big play. 2 whole toads. I gotta say, in my test run, things went a little bit better. We did successfully get the dwarves to run away. Our lands are inhospitable. And I really want the W. I want to chase them down, but I don't think we can. Oh, I guess we'll minus the Zinch corruption. So these guys are pretty beat up. There's no slayers, which means there's a chance. If we can assault these units, okay, the failure. The assault unit's failure. When do we get the palanquin? Because I am counting this as a mount, because it is on the ground. I guess, yeah, we can start upgrading. You know what, now we gotta make him a fighter. We already got good old Kugoth over here. And can we get another toad soon? In a couple turns. And then we'll have the building over here too. On a scale of dead half raccoon to mortally ill opossum, how bad is Nurgle cavalry? I think I think that description doesn't. I think you have to go a little bit more decrepit to cover Nurgle's cavalry. But nice, nice. Well, you know, we're making do. These guys are on the run. So we can now shift our goals to the ogre kingdoms. These bad boys over here, they have, let's see here. How do I select these guys? Oh, the icon's in the way. Yeah, so, jeez, that's a big ogre stack. We're gonna need to spread a plague onto their army if we actually want to take them out. And that involves using this guy. And mostly spreading plagues via Kuga. So, yeah. Man, this is good. We're gonna hit turn 75 so quickly. Oh boy. Oh, what the Kairos? Kairos Fate Weaver? Okay. Now, if he does siege the sunken sewers, I think we can get a good attack on them. The settlement over here is pretty great. What I'm not liking are these ogres over here. Man, did CA make legendary more difficulty over the patch? It feels like they might have, but nevertheless, we're going to continue spreading our plagues over here. We're going to infect and hope that we can survive this onslaught. We do still have a whole load of money. And where do I want to garrison? That's the big question. Because over here, I don't know if I win versus all these ogres. I think I would rather be over here at the sunken sewers, even though... Oh yeah, Kairos has nothing. If he sieges that, he's gonna lose 100%. Here we go, on to the end turn. Alright, you love it so you can make it so unappealing to siege our settlements that a superior army just decides to leave. Yeah, just hanging around is just a really bad time in general. Okay, nice. So we will be able to play this battle. It says decisive defeat, but it probably will be. However, we can trade quite well into these ogres. Settlement defenses can go quite well for you, and they do need to capture all the points or push you into army losses to win the fight. So with a little bit of work, I think I can punish these guys pretty hard. And saying that the difficulty was not enough is coming back to bite him. Yeah, it might have been. It might have been. In my test run, the ogres were super passive, didn't attack me ever, and the dwarves only sent 120 stack, which I routed off. Today is different. There was a patch just now, like literally just now, but before the stream started. So maybe CA fixed some passivity from the AI, who knows. But alright, most of the deployment is over here, but I do see they do got some sneaky units in the back, some ogre bulls. Alright. And then a couple more. There's a lot of ogres over there. I would like to try and hold this point. Or maybe the main capture point is the way to go. The thing is, I do like these supplies, and I would really like to catch out a few guys at the start. I'm thinking we go over here with most of our guys. No, that's terrible. Okay, now we're going to hold the point. We're going to hold the point. This point over here lets us build a tower on top over here. And actually, we can get one at the start. Perhaps that is a strategy. Magic tower. They're all magic towers, but no, we'll just go with the most expensive one. And then if we can actually hold a couple choke points, I think we should be okay. Turn 75. Yep. That's right. Turn 75. So we can't waste too many turns passing. Otherwise, obviously, that's not very exciting. Let's see. I guess if I spread out my Nurglings over here, and then we do have a couple toads. Can I use my mobility to stretch these guys thin? I think maybe. These plague drones do have armor piercing, right? Yeah, 80 armor piercing. So we can go over here and then go for, what's the next easiest point to defend? I think it's this one over here. So I can sort of hold this out and then build a tower up here as soon as we can. So let's try that out. Enticity, how threatening are you finding the ogres to face so far? Seems like the dwarves are more intimidating at this point in the campaign. I think the ogres they're pretty threatening. Like, these ogre bulls are not an easy unit to rout off, especially this early on. But actually, you know, I feel like the ogres right now are sort of scarier than the dwarves with this 20 stack. But you know, we'll see how they do. I'm going to use my Nurglings, by the way, to tank the initial charge. And then I'll fight with my Plague Bearers against the Ogres. Let's see, I can get a tower over here in a second. I'll just go for the basic magic tower so that we can start shooting as soon as possible. And for these Saber Tusks, I should be able to get a pretty nice surround on them in a second. But first things first, the tower. Gonna times 4 speed, and we're gonna charge these guys in the front and in the back. That should hopefully take out most of them. The Lord's gonna show up and trade pretty well, but I'm not too worried about him overall. And in the distance, these guys are taking their sweet time, which is great for my towers to get the damage in, especially this one over here. Okay, nice, and we routed off the Saber Tusks. A small win. Small win indeed. Now, these guys want to push forwards now to shut down these Ogre Bulls. They will be taking a pretty nasty charge. And I'm going to be trying to hold the point to keep my supplies up as much as possible. Let's see, any good barricades over here? I guess we can just get the normal barricade. And for these Nobblar Trappers, a little bit of cycle charging should sort of shoo them away. We do have Spirit Leeches too. I will be spamming that out on the Ogres. And I'll try to go for some Terror routes in a bit. These Plague Bearers are actually holding quite well. Let's see how the Nobblar Trappers doing. They're doing all right. We did rout them off, and I will chase them down with our Plague Toads. Let's see, how's this fight going? You know, honestly, we're inflicting some losses. Let's go for another Spirit Leech, and let's also slow these guys down. I'll also aspect of the Dread Knight, just in case we do get a Terror rout, but I don't think we will. And the battle is going to go the way of the Ogres, but not before we leave with at least a couple kills. And I can be happy about that. Hey, Vinceptor, hello! Happy to have you here. The stream right now is going amazingly. The campaign has suddenly become a survival campaign. Is this tower too short to shoot over this ridge? That'd be pretty sad. Hopefully not. Let's see, I think oh man, I would love to chase down the Nobblars, but I don't have anything fast enough to chase them. And there we go, they do capture the point. But, oh, they capture the middle point too, dang, okay. Well, that's rough, but another Spirit Leech on these Ogre Bulls should be able to finish him off. How's the game balance been going so far? It's pretty good. I think overall the game is very balanced, multiplayer-wise and single-player-wise. Although I do feel like, you know, as per usual, a few units are weaker than usual. Like Plague Toads. The army ability simply slows is all. It will slow down your units. Alright, so what did we get? We got 1 unit of Ogres, we chunked down 1 to a lower value, and then we also killed off some Nobblar Trappers. A small victory, but not a huge one. And over here, we're going to have a good old Kairos moving in a second. What I do hope to get, though, is a plague on this army. If I can manage to do that, then sort of the constant damage that they take should be good. And we have another hero here to help us out. He's going to be assaulting units like a madman, just like the other guy. Especially now that we have a little bit of income, we can definitely afford to do that. We need Hinds. Oh boy, yeah. We definitely do need Hinds, don't we? Alright, this guy doesn't need an Earthing Rod. Not yet. Okay, and then we're going to assault these guys. Nice. Very good damage, but they will be replenishing in a second. And as for Kairos, he doesn't have that scary of an army. I think what I do, I can move on over here and siege the settlement. They won't be able to replenish, and then when they attack me, I retreat and move back to the sunken sewers. Yeah, ogres are pretty scary. Those ogre bulls are nothing to scoff at. They're really good overall. All right, let's see, what is this? Fecundity. Okay, so this is Nurgle's other faction ability. When you fight for long enough, you will be able to heal your units. Always quite good. Excuse me. And then later we can double the experience on our plague toads to make them scarier. Sweet. Oh, actually, this army's gonna move out and kill me, isn't it? Isn't it? I feel like it is. I feel like it probably is. That might be a little bit of a problem. I guess if we have Kugoth fight for a little bit. Ooh, that might have been a really bad choice. Is there any way I can make this a little bit better? Okay, we're gonna infect Kugoth again, just to be safe. Man, I might have to do a restart on this campaign, but I'll still definitely scrap it out. Especially with this settlement over here, the sunken sewers is pretty great. But oh man, yeah, they're totally gonna kill me. They're totally gonna kill me. Okay, the alternative. Do I have enough movement range to retreat? We're gonna break siege, and can I make it back home in time? Oh boy, that's not good. Oh boy, we don't even get to siege him anymore. All right, this is bad. This is real bad. Fingers crossed it goes all right. Plague Father is the best cook. He is. Okay, now we did get them to sally out. This is a plus. This is a big plus. We have Kugoth. Oof, boy, that's a lot of ogres. How do I want to fight this out? I think... Yeah, we're gonna fight the battle. Oh, man. Oh, okay. So here's the plan. It could very well be a restart. I think we'll keep pushing it towards turn 75, because why not? But here's the first thing that I'm going to do. We're going to try to trade as effectively as possible with Kugoth. We're going to heal him up with the faction passive, and then we're gonna run off the map. So let's see. These toads are gonna be over here. Kugoth is gonna be over here. In fact, the toads are gonna go for a little bit of distraction up in the distance. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh boy. All right, let's get some artillery shelling over here. Once they start moving up towards me, we're gonna get over to this edge of the map. Clear, easy retreat path from Kugoth. Oh man. Oh, jeez Louise. At Enticity, please tell us the plan that'll let you win this battle with 3 units of toads. Well, it's because we have the retreat option, so I can actually get a decent amount of value here before we make our getaway. So I'm not too worried. Maybe we do need plague drones. As much as it hurts me, we might need to do a plague drones run instead of this. Oh man. Oh yeah, well, you know, we haven't seen any of the ogre mechanics yet. I thought the game froze for a second, but the AI just stopped moving. That was really weird, but anyways, we have aggroed a couple Iron Fists over here in the woods. I can get a pretty nice surround on them. We're going to continue to bait them out. Kugoth is going to start running for his life, and I need to make sure that I'm spirit leeching the right units over here. And there we go. Spirit leeched. Nice. We killed off 1 unit. It's a big plus. That's a big plus. Kugoth, get out of there. Oh, we don't have the faction passive yet. Yeah, we need to research it. All right. Well, you know, we'll go over here and. All right. Okay, here we go. Come on, Kugoth. Just slide on out of there. And okay. You know, we got a little bit of damage. What, 24 kills? You know, that's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. And then we're gonna pop on out. We're just gonna waddle our way out. Oh boy. Toads and the flies they eat. Yeah. The drone should count as cavalry. Probably. If I get access to drones, I'll slip them in there. Drones are large models, yes. They're very mobile. They got some ranged. Oh boy. Here we go. So what? We didn't actually get any losses, but we did take a little bit of damage on Kugoth. But however, the big win, the single unit of ogre bulls that we killed, and they do chase us. So we'll have to win this battle, and we'll have to play it out. Oh boy. Nurgling should count as cavalry since they piggyback ride. Nah, we're not going for Nurglings. They're definitely infantry. Is this legendary? It is legendary difficulty. And it seems like the AI is much more aggressive. Or about as aggressive in Warhammer 2, which is a good sign. It's a very good sign. Especially for future challenge campaigns. Here we go. Let's grab our toads. We'll go over here. And we do have to fight this one out. I think Kugoth in the trees... it could be slightly better because it will reduce their melee attack a little bit more. Kugoth has pretty decent melee attack, so he might not get hurt by being in the trees too much. Let's see, what's minus? Oh no, 80% melee attack. Yeah, so it's minus 20%. How's his melee defense? His melee defense is pretty good. Kugoth in the trees might actually be the pro strat here, guys. We're gonna do that. We're gonna park him right in the middle here. And we'll see how well he grinds up against the ogres. And plus I have this miasma of pestilence. If I can kill their lord off, we might be in for a pretty good time. Let's try it out. Oh man. Alright, here we go. Kugoth is gonna go over here. We're gonna hit him with the miasma. And we're gonna see how well of a fighter he is. Then if these guys blob up, maybe I can get some picks with the toads, and then we'll be alright. So this means you can't recruit unclean ones. Yeah, no. Well, actually, I think the unclean ones, I might recruit them because I need to level them up to get them on Palanquin. So I'll probably, like, you know, just basic lords, probably. I'll probably get those guys. But hero spam, I won't be doing too much hero spam. Otherwise, it just becomes a hero spam campaign. Alright, so these ogre bulls over here, we're going to pull our toads and hit up the saber tusk pack, since they are pretty low already. And then, how's Kugoth doing? I think I save up for this ability over here, cast it on their lord, and hopefully take him out. It's going to be quite the grindy fight in the forest, though. And over here, it looks like we did manage to kill off the saber tusks, and we are 1 Winds of Magic away from this big spell. The Lord disengages, and so let's just slow down real quick so we can cast it on him. Nice. Jeez, these ogres. Eating Taco Bell makes you feel like a great unclean one. Yes, it is. Many have reported so, indeed. All right, let's get a big breath attack on these Noblars. It won't actually kill any of them though, since we need a couple spells to get that going. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna get another one. And I think that's as many kills as we can get. Oh boy. Oh Nelly. Oh Nelly, we're gonna have to restart and do this with plague drones. All right, but we'll see if it depends on whether or not Kairos kills our main settlement. If he does, honestly, you know what? I think we just restart now. I think we call it now. Because the current state of the campaign is objectively worse than the start, isn't it? Because now we don't have an army and we're back down to 1 settlement. Yeah, Nurgle has cavalry. He has plague toads. He has glorious plague toads. Yeah, F for campaign. Okay. We're gonna restart and we're going to do it. We're gonna do it cleaner than it was before. Don't worry about it, guys. Yeah, this was just testing. This is just the warm up. We're nice and warm now. Don't mind me. We're just going to just the Nurgle campaign. And we're gonna pretend like we're starting the stream now. Here we go. Doesn't he get Chaos Knights too? No, Nurgle does not get Chaos Knights. Definitely not. Yeah, we'll just pretend it never happened. All right. Here we go, getting ready for the intro. All right, hello. Happy that you guys tuned into the stream right now. Wow, man, we really started the stream really late today, didn't we? But today, we're going to be starting the Nurgle campaign. And I'm sure many of you guys are asking what counts as cavalry in a Nurgle campaign. And for me, you know what counts as cavalry? Plague drones and toads, you know? It's the obvious answer that plague drones do count as cavalry. Because who would even think that they don't? Truly a mad person would think that plague drones don't count as cavalry. Because, you know, obviously this campaign would be impossible if you didn't use them. So that's what we're going to be having here today. And I'm going to grab myself some plague toads, and they're gonna move in and attack this army to the start. Yeah, man, a lot of people caught the beginning of the stream. It's very exciting. It's very, very exciting. Here we go. Here we go. Oh man, look at these ogres, man. Just 3 units, but you gotta be careful. I got a bit of foresight here from some earlier testing that no one saw. The ogres are quite the menace in this campaign. They will spam a 20 stack of ogres at about like turn 10-ish or something, or turn 15. So, you know, we're definitely going to be preparing for that. Here we go. Let's get those plague drones in there. Let's get Kukov to kill ourselves some ogres. All right. All right, this can't be that. This can't be too hard. Oh, man. All right. How about just cap it to a low number? Honestly, I don't think we can get that many plague drones. The way Nurgle's recruitment actually works for his units, he should have more plague toads than drones overall. So I think we're okay on that front. What's the worst part is that ogres are faster than my toads. Indeed, they are faster than my toads. We're just gonna safely run away with these guys because this fight over here is being won. We're gonna debuff their lord. Come on, let's go get him. Nice. From Oz saying, I'm sure you'll make it on the first try. Thank you for the faith. Thank you. All right, and with these guys low, we should be able to just, yeah, we'll debuff them in a second. Come on, let's go over here. Nice, and then we're going to get our wonderful flying cavalry, and we're going to hit these guys in the back, and the Plague Father can debuff them, and a swift charge in the back should be able to take him out, like so. All right. Okay, nice. Easy battle, guys. Easy battle. All right, man, plague drones are pretty good. The thing, plague drone, this one unit of plague drones is the strongest unit in our entire army. And also, I'm going to be focusing very hard not to lose any units of toads, because right now we don't have that much recruitment. Do you think Tzeentch is OP? I think Tzeentch is one of the strongest factions, but not OP. Overpowered sort of implies that there's so much power they're really starting to ruin the meta, and I don't think Tzeentch is on that start. Our flying cav is still a cavalry. Yeah, apparently they are. All right, Kugath, we're not gonna go for this Rancid Visitations. It's actually not too good, but I think Stream of Corruption is gonna be quite nice, especially when it comes to fighting the dwarves, who I will very likely be running into in this campaign. Okay. And then the big question is whether or not I can take this city on turn 1. I would love to, but it's not going to exactly be an easy task. Let's see, let me just change my camera settings real quick. Nice, fastest. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. I have a decent army. I do have the plague drones. I think that's what tips the balance. We failed the assault. Yeah, so those guys are pretty tanky. I'll wait until I get a proper assault units before I move on in. Okay, what's it? Yeah, obviously they count as cavalry. Obviously, flyers are cavalry. Why did I even imply that they weren't? Another thing I need to do, I'm just going to plague up this city with the growth immediately, just so that I get that good old growth like right away. If I put it on Kuga, it would take a second to spread to the city, and then I wouldn't be able to get as many extra growth points. So pretty nice. We're also going to hit up this army with the pestilent growth to get my plague toads to max HP before we go in and assault the city. Nice. A good start to the campaign, guys. It's kind of feeling like deja vu, but yeah, definitely a lot better than the deja vu, even though it definitely didn't happen before. All right, another assault garrison, a success. That's actually really good. Nice. We'll make specialist, of course, so that his hero actions are nice and cheap, and then we can move in and attack the city next turn. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It's Wednesday. Nice. And no critical failure. Man, imagine if we had gone a critical failure, though. That would have been terrible, wouldn't it? That would have been just the worst. And I'm sure we would have just straight up lost the campaign after. All right, now in this timeline, we do see the Mournfang cavalry are quite high on HP here. But the battle is not unwinnable. The plague drones really do help a lot here in this fight. So yeah, I think I'll do the same sort of split strat and then rely on Kugoth to help actually work as a good fighter here. Oh boy. Yeah, I know the learning. It's truly a disappointment, isn't it? Oh man, I can't believe I don't think I've lost a campaign that quickly before. Oh man, but still, we will mostly have toads, especially because we can't recruit flies until like what, tier 4, which is a very long ways away. All right, but it's gonna be the same strategy for this. The interesting thing about having flying units, oh yes, we gotta make a lot of friends, that's for sure. But yeah, the fun thing about having flying units, they do actually kill towers, which is actually fairly big. So I can use them to just pick off many towers that spawn across the battlefield, and that'll make life easier for my frog boys too. But okay, starting off the battle, we got one tower over there. I'm going to send my flies to take it out. There we go. And then all we got to do now is work on these capture points. And then I think we're in the clear. All right, and then the classic ×4 speed, because we all know we're not going to be marching any faster. Yeah, if I can get the main goal, like the really big win, is if we can get some proper allies, like a defensive ally, and start using, you know, Norscan cavalry. That would be huge for us. That would be massive. Okay, so it looks like these guys are actually pulling back to help defend their points. I'm going to avoid a fight with them. Definitely don't want to lose toads unnecessarily. And then a big breath attack on these Noblars to start chunking them down. In fact, I'm going to use Kugoth to take this minor supply location, just so that the tower stops spawning in. Looking forward to Dogs Only Corn. Dogs Only Corn is actually, like, I would say is one of the most optimal playstyles for Corn. It's really, really good. Corn dogs are insane, guys. Actually insane. Okay, so I think that tower is nearly down. Another breath attack on these poor Noblars. Should take them out. Man, that's a tanky tower, though. Is it taking damage? Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, let's go ahead and move in and surround these ogre bulls. And then... oh, it's so close to dying. There we go. We finally got the tower. Okay, and then the next stop for my drones are the Mournfang cavalry, which they definitely want to be taken out. These guys are the scariest unit for me to be fighting here. So definitely I'll be focusing on corn dogs. Yeah, corn dogs. What? You never seen corn dogs before? Come on, they're great. All right, now this is a bit of a problem. A couple of my toads getting caught out. They will not win against ogre bulls, so we're going to retreat from there. Kugoth can just continue fighting on this front. And we're just going to slow it down real quick to get the debuff to Dodluck over here. And then we'll fight that out and see how that goes. Let's see. These frogs definitely want to move in and take out this supply location, though. This fight's going to be pretty close, but since we'll be taking this point on turn 2, I think, or turn 3, it's going to be a pretty nice advantage for us. What the dog's doing. Yep, all the memes in chat abound. All right, but Kugoth is quite strong. He should be able to win this fight. At least I think he should. All right, nice. The lining it up for my breath attacks. This should work quite well unless it bounces off, and it doesn't. Sweet. So those Noblars do take a pretty good amount of damage. Okay, and then back to the ×4 since we're sort of just waiting here. I will debuff those Mournfang cavalry though, as they are still quite scary. And then some more breath attacks on the Noblars. Okay, now let's bring up our frogs. We almost have this point. I think we do capture it before the AI get here, but it's going to be a little bit close. And how is Kugath doing? How is he doing? Honestly, there's a little bit too much heat over here. I'm going to pull back with them and try and get a better fight against the Mournfang cavalry. I don't want to be bashing my face against the entire army. We sort of have to take the AI on one at a time if you wanna win this fight. Thankfully, the Mournfang cavalry do pull away from me, though. But we will have to sort of get out of this sticky situation. Some more breath attacks on the Noblars will help a lot. And okay, nice. I think we can continue the fight over there. Let's see. Yeah, it was supposed to be just Bretonnian ground cavalry for the Rapunzel campaign, which is why I wanted to try out frogs only for Nurgle. But Nurgle cavalry is not Bretonnian cavalry. One has found out. Alright. So these guys should be able to escape in a second. In fact, yeah, they're gonna try going for this capture point. They probably won't be able to snipe it from the AI, but I'll see what I can manage. Over here, the Noblars are very nearly down from all of these breath attacks. I do still have quite a few in the pocket. So yeah, there we go. They're going to be routing off, no problem. And then a couple more capture points away, and I'll be feeling nice and good here. I think Kugath can continue capturing this point over here now that the Noblars are down. And as long as I'm distracting the Mournfang cavalry, I'll be okay. Oh, Slaanesh will be super fun. As soon as I can show off a Slaanesh cavalry only campaign, I'm definitely doing that. It's just way too hype not to. But we gotta start with the Nurgle. We gotta go a little bit janky before we're blessed by a much more intense run. Okay, so the point's getting contested. The Mournfang cavalry is gonna get charged in the back. It'd be good for us. And these Plague Toads, if they can win this fight over here against these Noblars, then I think we're in the clear. Let's see, how's the Mournfang doing? Actually, the Mournfang cavalry is getting pretty beat up overall. I fancy my chances here, guys. I fancy my chances. Especially with the Mournfang now running. That Toad surround finally got him. Kugath has won his fight over here in the... Frogs are indeed cavalry. Oh, my stream just cut out for a second, but I think we're still running. Oh man, these flies though, I cannot afford to lose them. I cannot afford to lose this unit. They're far too important for me. Come on, get out of there, you darn flies. Oh man, we lost our toads over there too. All right. So the flies are gonna retreat off the map. And we're just going to use Kugath and the remaining frogs to kill off these ogre bulls. There we go, another breath attack on these Noblars. Take them out. Very, very good. And let's take out these bulls now. And then after that, it should be army losses. There's not too many guys left for my AI opponent here. Oh boy, it's going to be a little bit of a close call though. These towers are brutal. Nice. It looks like the AI is actually trying to force path itself onto the point, but that does allow me to get in a little bit of extra damage too. Nice. And hopefully it's army losses with this. I only see one more unit of ogres, so if this doesn't push them into army losses, we're gonna have to scrap it out a little bit more. Did the drones make it out? I think they did. I'm pretty sure they did. Hey, look at that, army losses. Thank goodness. Oh man. Oh, there was a unit of Noblars in the distance. That'll do it. Oh, it's a beautiful Wednesday. So nice. We only lost one toad and we kept the plague drones. This is pretty good. Because now we get the settlement and we can upgrade it. And then we can upgrade it to get more toads spamming out at a constant pace. And then once we have a proper 20 stack going, we'll actually be able to put up a little bit more of a fight. Kind of makes you sad that magic is so powerful you can solo battles using it. Well, you know, Kugath definitely did do a lot of damage, but if you look at, like, you know, Kugath did about the same damage as 3 units in his army, even with all that magic. So I don't think it was all on him. In fact, a lot of it was just his melee. The big old melee strength. Okay, sweet. And I think over here, we're going to keep upgrading the Stream of Corruption for the dwarves. That will surely come. We'll infect Kuga so that he can infect the settlement. And nice. Nice. Let's go ahead and end some turns, guys. It's looking good. Turn 3. Turn 3. You seen it here. What? What a Malice doing? I don't think he's on the map right now, is he? Scarbrand. Oh, Scarbrand would have soloed that super easily. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Khorne is just an insane faction. One of the strongest, for sure. Okay, now, this is the early stage of the campaign. We will be spending just a couple turns just passing while we wait for our settlements to upgrade. What, 5 turns to upgrade? Yeah, and then we'll get the frogs rolling. We should get a pretty nasty doom stack going. But we have to keep an eye out for the dwarves, because they'll be coming along the ocean for us. Okay, and one thing I can do over here for these guys, these flaming scribes, I can declare war on them to make them happy. And let's see, if I just do this, I hope that it increases their relations, because I didn't ask for money, and that should make it easier to go for that defensive alliance. Fingers crossed, though. Fingers crossed, because until we get to that defensive alliance, it's gonna be a little bit of an uphill battle indeed. Okay, what do I want to do with this guy? Yeah, this dwarf army right here. Just beelining it for me. Just beelining it for me. So I'm gonna assault their units early while I can. Okay, nice. Nice. Next turn. We're looking good. 2 toads did around 3.5k damage each. Yeah. Although, you know, that's not the entire HP of a unit, but you know, still impressive. And for these toads, I'm not going to recruit them just yet, because they do cost a lot of money in upkeep, and I need to upgrade my buildings first. That is much more important for me. Alright, next up, more growth. Garrison Lord not moved. Completely fine. And hero not moved. Where'd the dwarves go? Oh, they underweight. Okay, interesting. Hey, Enticity, do you think domination mode makes a choice of elite infantry more viable? I think elite infantry are about as viable as they used to be. Yeah. So they're still... You'll see them, but they're not gonna be a very common presence, is how I think of it. Okay, so I think the dwarves are just ambushing me right now. So now I'm going to recruit my toads as a safety measure for myself. And then over here, we're going to see if we can infect some... Give them some attrition. Hopefully we're able to. Is the Nurgle campaign fun? The Nurgle campaign is very fun. I enjoy it. Oh, nice. And a military access? Sure. Sure, we got our pals to the west being buddies with us. Yeah, we're including drones too. Don't ask about it. Yeah, Nurgle gets really good growth overall. Yeah, I like it. Oh, wow. Whoa, wow. Look at that. The ogres fought the dwarves. Dang. Okay, guys, this is it. This is our opportunity to strike. This is where they're at their weakest. If we don't make a play here, surely all is lost. So I'm going to put Nurgle right over there up front. And he's going to get ready to take over this settlement from the ogres. Oh man, assault units or assault garrison. I think I'd go for the garrison. Nice. Very nice. And then next turn we might be able to win it out with all of our frogs. Though it will be quite the battle. Don't call me Shirley. Oh man, at this point everyone should understand why / how Nurgle gets exponential growth. Yeah, his plague spam is insane. His plague spam is just so good. It's one of the reasons why we can make this campaign work. Okay, so if I go here, and then I can just walk over here. Now, well, there is one problem. There are dwarves on the horizon that I do have to worry about. So can I move over here? Okay, yes, I can. Yeah, so there are likely dwarves on the horizon. But they're over here. Okay, nice. So they're still quite a few turns away. And if we are lucky, if we are very, very lucky, I should be able to take out this this big settlement with the frogs I have right now. There is one minor problem in that I don't have enough money to get my toad building because this is upgrading. So I'm going to cancel construction there to get these toads working as fast as possible. You thought you were watching a video for a second. That's a good sign. That means that my thumbnail and title game is strong enough to make it look like a video. Although it is strange that you thought my video would start in the middle of a stream. But you know, I don't blame you. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. The settlement battle. Now we're gonna do a quick sanity check over here. There are no scary ogres in the distance. Very, very good. Which means we can declare war on these guys. And we can actually move into the settlement. And we can fight this battle. Nice. This is it, guys. This is it. Literally the worst faction for cavalry only. I know, it's great. It's great. Oh, man. Oh, man, it's going good. Now, this settlement battle, much easier for us to fight. Yeah, I like my challenge campaigns. There's definitely a lot of new people watching. For anyone who doesn't know, this is how I run my streams. We play really janky campaigns, lots of challenge stuff. You know, this is how I enjoy my Warhammer. Don't know, Nurgle seems kind of weak, not gonna lie. I think Nurgle in multiplayer is one of the weakest factions, but still playable. In campaign, I think there's ways to make him work. Especially his campaign mechanics. His in-battle is much weaker. Because simply all his units are very slow and mobility is king for these settlements. But overall, Nurgle, I wouldn't count him out. I think he's alright. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and space our units out. We're gonna grab Kugath over here. And nice, look at that. The AI has wonderfully for us spread out their units to be picked one at a time. This is sort of one major problem with the AI right now. They try to defend all of their capture points, even when they would do much better just hiding on their main point. But I'll take what I can get right now. I'll take what I can get. All right, let's pull back with these toads. I'm gonna engage onto those those ogre bulls. Nice. We're actually a little bit too far zoomed out right now. It's hard to click on my things. Okay, nice. And we have one capture point. We can move on to the next. And then sort of avoid these ogres for now. And then Kugath will hopefully meet up with the rest of his army to get some good value picking off the enemy. Just got here. Immensely love your game style. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I do play campaign differently from many people, and as long as you guys enjoy, I'm happy to stream. Happy to have you here, Julian. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I hope I am, but if I'm not, deepest apologies, good sir, or ma'am. But all right, so we captured a good amount of points so far. I still need to progress onwards into the middle. I might lose one of my toads too. Hopefully, I can evacuate them fast enough. But mostly we're gonna need Kugath to move in. We did lose one of our toads, sadly. But that's okay. These guys really do need to retreat, though, as fast as humanly possible. And nice, those guys are down. And the main capture point, the big reason you want to get the main capture point is because it gives a 15% melee defense buff for all units on the battlefield. It makes them just an absolute menace. And if you don't capture it, just all the units are going to be extremely hard to fight. So you definitely want to go for that whenever possible. Let's see, will I be able to keep my Foggos alive right now? Actually, this is going to be a little bit... It's going to be a little bit of a spicy fight over here. Let's see, if I do this, I should be able to catch up most of these guys. Caps, sorry, don't worry about it. What's it? As fast as demonly possible. There you go. We got there. chariots and screamers. Chariots shouldn't count as cavalry. I don't think so. That feels very non-cav of them. What unit will be your upgrade from toads? Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, good sir. That's where you're wrong. There's only one upgrade for toads, but yeah, we don't have many. We don't have many. Are we gonna lose this battle? Oh, I forgot my plague drones. No wonder I've been having such a hard time. Oh my goodness, we forgot the plague drones. All right, let's grab those bad boys and throw them in here. In the meantime, we'll also throw down a debuff. And nice. Yeah, the plague drones are just gonna snipe out their lord now, and we'll be fine. Plague drones? Yeah, I know, right? To zoom out, you want debug camera. If you look up Enticity debug camera, you'll find my video that I put out on it. You know what? Yeah, screw the plague drones. They're only here for emergencies. That's why I'm bringing them in so late, obviously. Definitely not just me completely forgetting about my units, causing many deaths of many toads over here. There we go. Go get them, plague drones. Okay, these guys are gonna go capture the cap points. Kugoth is gonna scoot away for his life. Come on, take him out. Take him out. Oh man, these towers are brutal. Actually, I should probably just kill their lord and hit him with the army losses. Should probably just kill their lord. Honestly, he might kill Kugoth. Come on, you got this, Kugoth. Man, this fight got a little bit closer than I thought it would. But there we go, the lord is down. And we should have this battle in a second. Oh my goodness, these towers. Oh my goodness gracious me, these towers. Let's go ahead and slow that guy down. What army do they have left? There's like a single unit of Noblars somewhere here. And we're just getting peppered down. Oh boy. Where are those Noblars? Where are those Noblars? Come on, not like this. Are we just gonna get shot to death? Is the AI, did the AI learn how to cheese? Where are its units? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, are they over here? Oh my gosh, the AI literally just cheesed me. The AI literally just cheesed me. How did that happen? All right. What did they have? They had one unit of Noblar chappers. Wow. I've never had that happen to Go. That's Echo. That's amazing. That's amazing. I managed to lose a battle that would have been easier than the first one I won, but you know, what can you do? What can you do? Wrecked by a single unit of Noblars. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, that is amazing though. That is something, isn't it? Oh, we kept the plague drones. That's pretty cool. I dig it. I can live with that. Cool. So we're gonna go with this guy, this bad boy. Nice. we're just gonna run away with them. Now, you might think this is bad. We're still technically in a better place than the last campaign we played, so I wouldn't worry too much. Let's go ahead and get this guy. We're gonna give him this infection. Nice. And then hopefully we can spread it to a few provinces. We'll get some more toads in a second. Wow. Oh man, you should. That means when you're playing as the ogres, like stocked units are probably really OP for siege battles, right? If you have even a slightly larger army, that would totally be the pro strat, I think. Okay, so we're gonna have to sort of full retreat over here. This glut port. Let's see, how do I... The dwarves are taking some pretty good attrition. These ogres have taken a lot of damage too. Let's go ahead and assault their units. Yeah, the Noblars, they're watching Legend. They know the secret strats. Okay, let's go over here. We will have toads in a couple of turns. And then we should be fine. Alright, next turn. Yeah, the Haggard Nurgle mobility build. Oh man, I can't believe we took... That was a lot of losses. The thing is though, this, like, these armies, I think they might have just come in and intercepted us anyways. I don't think the future was looking bright at that settlement, but I'm still very surprised at how badly that fight went. It went a lot worse than one would have thought. Alright, how are the dwarves doing? I think the dwarves probably need an assault units on them too. Oh, thank goodness for this hero though. He's been winning it for me. Lots of damage on them. That's good. And now we wait. Now we wait for the tide of toads to come our way. And over here, we're going to remake... no, we don't have enough infections. Alright. I guess we passed the turn. Tranquilo saying, hey Enticity, after the tournament, how do you like domination mode? You think Shogun 2 capture system was more fitting? I like domination mode. I think it's a good game mode. Yeah. Okay, nice. We got a couple. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This faction got wiped out last time. But it seems like now that I've declared war on them, that might have not. That might have changed some things. What is this? All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We do still have our main settlement. I'm not restarting again. No way. No way. We can totally win this. Let's see. Diplomatic relations. Very good. Okay, so now that we're more chummy with these guys, is there anything I can do? No, I can't balance it. Join war? All right. Well, we'll make do. You don't demonstrate whether a faction is balanced or not by using only units that don't represent their strengths. That is very correct. That is a true statement if I've ever heard one. Okay, so can we win a fight against these dwarves? Last time we had Kugoth, and he did pretty good with his spell casting. This guy, he does have Stream of Corruption. We are much lower on the toad count. I might have to wait a turn, but the big problem is that these guys are gonna march in a second and ruin my day. Let's see, when does Kugoth come back? That's the big question. He comes back in 2 turns. Is this on Legendary? It is. It is, and I think CA fixed the AI aggressiveness level on Legendary. But here we go. Next turn. Are there any AI lizardmen? But against all odds, I managed to find 1 lizardmen faction in the map, guys. There was a single lizardmen faction. If I scroll up over here and go all the way over here, there are lizardmen on these islands. There's 1 settlement over here that you can capture, and yeah, those are the only lizardmen on the map I could find. All right, so much higher priority right now. These darned. Oh, okay, that's actually not that bad. It's mostly blue horrors. That's actually pretty fine for me. Yeah, I'm not too worried about some blue horrors. Come on, blue horrors. Oh yeah, look at that. Success. Glorious success. Okay, so we can fight this. Because now I have a proper army. I got some plague bearers. Now these guys, they do have a lot of ranged. I could wait an extra. It depends on how scary the screamers are in the air. And the Forsaken are pretty scary too. Like, I'd need to get some pretty juiced breath attacks to kill these guys. The game says close defeat. How many? What? 5 Nurglings can shut down 5 of these guys. And then there's 5 more. 3 plague bearers are gonna get shut down. I think I have to wait a turn. Maybe if I can get Kugoth in here too. The thing is, the 1 turn of attrition damage that I take is gonna hurt me too. I guess we're both sort of taking attrition. How much attrition am I taking? It doesn't tell me. Alright guys, this is it. This is it. We make the big plays here. We make it here and now. Here and now. No holding back. No holding back. Everything about Kugoth is juicy. I don't like that phrase. I really don't like that phrase, man. Guarantee that the toads will lose in combat to 1 blue horror. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Have 3 Total War Warhammer 3 units have major rebalances. I said that terribly. Warhammer 1 and 2 factions don't seem to have that many rebalances, except for the Winds of Magic. The Winds of Magic have been retuned a little bit, but that's about it. Or not the Winds of Magic, but like spells and such. CA changed up the spells to make them a lot more easy to understand, which is overall a good thing, but it does mean that everything sort of works a little bit differently. Assault units is a godsend. It really is. Without it, this campaign would be very, very difficult. Okay, so the plan is plan is to try and, like, I don't want to just march straight on into this formation. That is clearly a terrible idea. We're also not going to be wasting time burning their ammunition either. I basically here, I just want to try and catch those screamers out. The thing is they have shields too, so I can't easily cheese a lot of damage on them. But what I can do is I can make them rotate in a fashion that is bad for them. So these guys over here are just going to continue rotating, and then I can move along with my mobility to catch out this sort of corner of their troops. Even better if the blue horrors sort of position themselves badly, I might be able to catch a few of those guys too. And there we go. I think we did it. I think we managed to get the blue horrors a little bit out of position by getting the AI to rotate too hard. Look at how long their formation is, though. Look, I don't want to talk about how Kugat is juicy. That is not what I started up this stream for, guys. Oh my goodness. Can't wait for Mortal Empires. Mortal Empires is going to be great. I cannot wait for it too. It will be amazing. Okay, here we go. So these guys do have skirmish mode on, as they should. But actually, that gives me a pretty good way of abusing them too. Because if they do have skirmish mode on, I can just chase them down with most of my units. And I think that's the plan. So we're going to march forwards now. Nice. Our plague drones have engaged on those pink horrors. And oh man, there are a few of them that are starting to line up their shots. Preferably, I can get the plague drones to push forwards on top of them. And then these toads over here can move in and hit up those blue horrors. Now, I'm hoping they have skirmish mode on so that my Nurglings can push back the blue horrors. If not, it's gonna be a little bit of a scary situation, but not an impossibility for me. Let's see, how is this fight going over here? You know, it's going all right, but it's still a little bit dicey, especially for my poor plague drones. They're probably gonna have to pull back. When Mortal Empires comes out, you think the Wood Elves are gonna become the strongest factions? Wood Elves are already quite the menace in Warhammer 2. But okay, here we go. We're diving into those blue horrors. Hopefully the Nurglings can do all right. And then these guys are gonna start pulling back, since we do finally have Forsaken and Screamers in here. I did lose my one unit of plague drones. They served well though. And we're gonna try diving in with these guys. Let's see how the Nurglings did. On the charge, it seems like they did a decent amount to the shields. What I really need though are these plague bearers to dive on in. They are much more elite than my Nurglings. And also the AI decided to stand its ground. So it seems like they have sort of varying levels of standing their ground or not, which does actually make them a lot smarter. Look at that. Some AI buffs. Now, what I do need to do, though, is... Oh, boy, this battle's not going to be won, is it? This battle's not going to be won. I can feel it. Let's go ahead and pull this way. Let's get these plague bearers in here. The Nurglings are trading pretty badly. Oh, boy, this is not good. This is not good. If we lose this, do we lose our main settlement? Ah. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious me. Fighting half-dead armies shouldn't be a baseline for winning battles. It really shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. I think the AI just got me here. Oh my goodness. Oh no. No. This is not good. This is not good. Seems like Nurgle's in a similar state to Skaven when Game 3 launched. Hope Nurgle gets some good stuff to help them. Yeah, hopefully they do. I think I just need to improve my start though. It's gonna suck starting the stream again though. I didn't expect this campaign to be so hard. I did not expect that. Declaring war on the Tzeentch faction was definitely a bad idea though. We can improve on that. Oh boy, okay. Let's see. If we quit this battle, do we lose all of our troops? If we do, then that means this campaign's already lost because we lost our main building. Oh man, Phil saying, Enticity, I think maybe you should try a challenge campaign where you play Nurgle using all the units and plagues possible to try and win. Maybe. Oh man, do I have to side grade? I don't want to side grade though. I do feel like you could pull it out. I don't know. The second test went somehow worse than the first. Oh boy, yeah, we lost like all of our units. All right, this is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster situation. I think we can restart it. Here, I'll put up a poll. All right, let's see. Nurgle. Okay, what to try? Okay, here we go. Nurgle. This is Total War. Or we can do, let's see here. More frogs. Okay, we're gonna put up a poll. because that went terribly. I do think if done right, I can work out a frog campaign and get it to work. But the thing is that it's gonna take it might take some tries. I would be happy to keep doing it though, because I do think I can scrap it out. Nurgle, this is Total War, has 67% of the vote. All right. Let's see, we'll let it run for a second. Man, what a disaster. Nurgle, this is Total War. All right, guys. All right, that's the plan. Oh man, I can't believe we have to abandon the cavalry run though. Oh, brutal. What? That's 88% of the vote. Okay. All right. Take 3, guys. Take 3. Oh man, chat with the no faith. All right, we'll end the poll. Take 3, guys. Man, brutality. All right, this is Total War mode. Is what we shall do. You can try it. I'll try it. I'll figure out a Nurgle cav only later. If I can figure out a solution to this very difficult problem, then we will go for it. Nurglings only would be great. Nurglings only would be pretty fun, but take two. Now, this is Total War. Could very well be a lot harder. The thing is, I do get a lot bigger of a roster, so I should be able to get some good battle wins here. Man, you kind of want Space Marine 2 more than Warhammer 3. Honestly, no, I'm very happy about Warhammer 3. But I guess preferences are preferences. Yeah. So the plan is, we're going to switch it up. We're going to go for a This is Total War campaign. And then from there, we're going to... what's it? We're going to do This is Total War. I'm going to figure out how to do a Nurgle cavalry only campaign. And then once I figure it out, I'll get back to you guys. But for now, we have a million wars to declare. My goodness. Alright, so let's declare war on that guy. Let's see, what's the fastest way to mass declare war on guys? I guess this is it. Oh boy, here we go. The whole point of the Nurgle thing is to keep going even when mortally wounded. We'll try it out. Later. It'll become a different... We'll figure it out first, because otherwise, I'll just constantly be streaming my experimentation. But it's definitely a challenge I wanna win. For now, though, we're gonna side grade for the rest of today, and then I'll probably pick up this campaign. I'll probably be streaming this tomorrow too, and then next week we'll bounce back to an actual Nurgle cavalry only. Here we go. You're so hyped to see me putting out campaign content for game 3. Oh boy, it's definitely some very sweaty content indeed. Okay, so now that we've successfully declared war on all of the factions that we could possibly find, now we can start the third challenge of this campaign. We got Kugeth Plaguefather, and we're going to actually, we're going to pick up some proper spicy units over here. The Beasts of Nurgle is a very strong single entity. The Plague Bearers are quite good. I love how I'm just not taking Nurglings. Or not Nurglings, but the Plague Toads. Oh man, what a side grade. Okay, and then we can actually move on over here. And we're gonna auto-resolve. And Wow, it killed my Furies? It didn't say it killed my Furies. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and change the camera settings too, and then we can get this campaign actually started. Alright, now what buildings do I actually want to be making though? Because to be honest, I haven't actually explored the rest of the Nurgle roster, have I? Took way too much damage, I know. Never auto-resolve, guys. Never auto-resolve. Dang, that was a chunky auto-resolve, but you know, we do get a little bit. Ooh, the Pyrrhic victory? Okay, 1 second. Yeah, auto-resolve seems really bad for the new game. I hope they buff auto-resolve strength at least a little bit, but I have a feeling they might not. We'll wait and see though. Here we go. Let's go ahead and fight the battle. Yeah, auto-resolve is brutal. Brutal. That was 3 units and auto-resolve just noped it on me. Alright. So the big thing that you want to do for settlement, you want to spread out your units and try and catch out as many guys as you can. That means mobility is king. And Nurglings are going to be a big factor here for us. Sack city until main level 4 or 5. Oh yeah, I could just sack spam the city. That's true. That could be a good strat. Although I do really like the idea of having a second city. Go Mortis engine for Kugath for sure, for sure. We're gonna make him a beast. It's gonna be a beast. You heavily punished for it on legendary. I'm feeling it. All right. So how do we want to position our troops? I think some Nurglings to capture this point is a clear, obviously a good idea. You can slam some Nurglings over here to go for this point. And then, let's see, they can even take this one too. If I can split up the AI opponent, I should be fine. Let's go ahead and grab these guys. We'll put them over here. Kugath will be supporting too. Slam them right there. And then we'll get our what's it? Our caster? What is this guy? Yeah, I guess our caster, our plague ridden. And put him over there. All right. Now let's see how the AI deploys and choose our fights accordingly. So obviously this point is very easy for us to take, as most of them have deployed on this side against my 3 Nurglings apparently. So this is very good. This is a very good start. Nice. Although the cavalry will be catching, or no, just normal ogre bulls will be capturing some of my Nurglings. This is completely fine. Those guys are easy to recruit back again. Mercy the Mad did a video on it already. What, like a This is Total War or something else? Or did he make a video on what's it? On auto-resolve being intense. Experience? Oh no, on experience. I see. I think I saw that one. I didn't watch it though. It's not a flat amount for each type of victory anymore. It seems based on units in the enemy's army. Interesting, interesting. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. So you have to take, you want to be killing larger armies then, I suspect. I dig it. XP changes. Cool, cool. Okay, so we're going to start off by catching out these Noblars. Capturing the victory points is pretty good, as we saw. You do not want to get overwhelmed by towers later in the fight. So we're going to go for this one. And I think we're going to go for this one too, with these Nurglings. Good. Good, and there we go. That's 1 capture point. We can now go for the middle using our Harpies and these Flyers. They can just swoop right on in and charge these Mournfang in the back. Then we got Kugath. He can move in and assist in the fight. Slanesh cavalry only would be fun. It would be very fun. I think I might try a Khorne Dogs cavalry only campaign too, since I am a huge fan of that. They are extremely strong guys. Or like maybe not cavalry only, but sort of a dogs only one with Khorne. That would be quite good. Okay, so there we go. That's a Mournfang cavalry down. Priority is to go for the capture point. And then we should be fine. Although we did lose a few Nurglings, unfortunately. But I'm overall not too upset about that. I wonder if my Nurglings can kill Noblars, though. I think I might have to throw in a breath attack to try and assist them. Okay, I do like having the middle point though. Oh, actually, what's this? My Beasts of Nurgle's getting soloed. Oh, no, not like this. Ah, whatever, we didn't need a Beast of Nurgle anyways. Alright, here we go. Man, Nurgle's sort of janky, isn't he? Nurgle's sort of janky, I don't know. But nevertheless, we're going to move over here. We're going to kill off their lord, take a big fight in the middle, and then we should be just fine. Nice. A couple more Nurglings losing. But we have killed off their lord. He's shattered. Nice. And now we want to work on those capture points sort of as soon as possible, since those are going to be spamming out towers and the AI will surely have Noblars around. So we'll grab this sort of pocket of troops to help deal with that. Oh, but look at that. We actually get army losses. Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, we lost the beast, boy. It's a shame. All right, so that's one settlement down. Dang, we took a lot of losses. I think ogres are actually probably one of the scarier factions to deal with here. But none of these guys really feel like big playmakers. I'm not sure. Maybe I go for like a bunch of Furies for Nurgle. I'll have to think about what my Doom stack is here. We're sort of we're playing it off the cuff, but let's see. I do have a bunch more units I can recruit. And over here, let's see, what buildings could I get? Are there any military buildings I can take? They're crazy expensive, but what I would really like are Forsaken. Forsaken are probably gonna be my strongest units here. So yeah, I guess we wait a turn and then recruit some of those guys. All right. Ooh, growth provinces. I'll take it. No doom stacks. Needs more Nurglings though. I don't think Nurglings are the destroyers of worlds here that you guys might think they are. I think Nurglings are. They could probably. They're good at holding the line, but they're not really killing anyone.
Let's find somewhere quiet to talk.
Oh boy, this is gonna go bad, isn't it? If the stream ends if we lose this campaign. Oh man, I'll probably, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how well we hold. I haven't played a whole ton of Nurgling campaigns, but I'm confident we can probably pull out some shenanigans, especially if I can get Forsaken going. That's gonna be my main saving grace over here. How's the campaign so far? The campaign is... no comment. No comment on the campaign. Building upgrade available. Yeah, so we're waiting for the Forsaken spam. Okay, next turn. Response if I lose? Yeah, just go to Warhammer 2. Wouldn't that be a shame? Kugoth himself was once a Nurgling. Actually? Is that how that works? I guess that sort of makes sense. Although that is strange. A very strange thought indeed. Okay, nice. Forsaken are on the way, guys. And probably a lot of big, scary 20 stacks too. So we save up money to recruit a bunch of units, and then we can sort of defend our main city over here. But the armies are going to be coming real soon, guys. Real soon. The campaign's going so well, we decided to do it again twice. Oh, boy. Oh boy, please. Okay. Man, why are these guys so expensive? They're crazy expensive, guys. I've never seen more expensive units in my life. Alright, some more growth. I guess we just continue to wait though. The preference is to out attrition the enemy. And hopefully pick some of them off. I think like this guy specifically. If he's constantly assaulting units, that could be good. In fact, if I can hit up the Veil of Nightmare, it's not a big garrison. I think I can sack it and get some extra levels off of it. Maybe we just bully our Norscan allies a little bit. Here we go. Everything is cavalry if you cycle charge enough. Yeah, the cavalry campaign, we had to drop it. I'll have to do, I'll have to spice it up later. Figure out what the best strategy for campaigning is. Oh boy. Oh boy. What a rough start, though. What an insanely rough start. But you know what? You know what? We're doing all right. If you take a look at this battle over here, we got the settlement. It's a pretty weak garrison. I think if we actually pull up on the front with most of our guys, that might be the better option rather than spreading out. So let's try that out. Let's try that out, because from here we have our AoEs that can really just brutalize these guys. Yeah, I haven't given up fully on the cavalry only. I will be scheming over the weekend, and then after I'll come back to you guys when I have an actual strategy that I'm more comfortable with. All right. But yeah, I still think it's possible, but it's not what we'll be streaming for the rest of today. I'll come back to it later though. You wait and see. You wait and see. You'll see it. What's it? Would you say it's looking stable? Right now, I'm not sure. We are killing a good amount of... We are able to fight the Norskins here, which is a big plus. I'm pretty happy about that overall. And if we can sort of just keep beating up these guys, I feel like I'm not too worried. The big problem is sort of Tzeentch's armies. I don't know, without Forsaken, I don't have really a scary stack to easily fight that. So I'm still sort of scheming and wondering what the best strategy is against Tzeentch. Fingers crossed we come out for something. You're hoping for Nurgle cavalry? It'll come eventually. It'll come eventually, but we can't be losing that 24/7. Here we go. Let's throw down a big breath attack down the pipe. And I think a couple more of those should be able to finish these guys off. Oh crap, my plague drones. I didn't mean to land them. There we go. We got Kugoth in there. These guys should retreat as soon as they pull out. You know what? We can leave them in combat for a second. Okay, and then now it's basically just the skirmish cavalry left for us to clean up. Now these guys are a little bit harder to deal with. I guess if I use Kugoth, that should be fine, but army losses saves us. Yeah, the wind spell denied, or breath spell. I keep calling it a breath spell, but yeah, it's a wind. Well, I don't know. It's a tear shape spell. What's its official name? Can someone fill me in? Tzeentch just hard counters Nurgle, unfortunately. Probably with Forsaken spam. I think I'll be all right. There's no way to avoid fighting him though. He'll be sending a 20 stack in a bit, as we saw in the previous battle. So we'll need to figure out a way to beat that. But all right, pretty good fight. Pretty good fight. I'm going to go for the sack, so I don't. Not a phrase I want to say too often, but yeah, we're gonna sack that settlement so that I don't have to, so I don't get attacked by the Norskins. And if we can sort of just keep that going, that might save us here. Okay, and I'm going to wait before I recruit most of my units, just so that I have a good income pool going into that. Could you simply flee? Like what? Just go for a migration campaign, run towards the Empire? Like maybe that might actually not be too terrible. So we have dwarves to the east, and over here we have this guy over here. So far it seems like Tzeentch's armies haven't built up that much, but these guys will surely come for me later if we're not careful. Slaanesh campaign in the future? Oh, the Slaanesh campaign is coming 100%. It is definitely on the way, but not this week. All right, so nice. We're going to fight the battle again, and just keep grinding down this chaos army slowly but surely. Whew. And then I think if we get a high enough level Kugoth Plaguefather, we should be able to start really rolling, right? Kugoth is a pretty strong lord. He has a Mortis engine. He has some pretty good wind spells overall. Kind of sad to see Nurgle corruption not showing much through the snow. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Canadian corruption. But yeah, Nurgle's I guess I guess you see some of those floating things with Nurgle corruption, right? That's something. Alright, but big question, which side do we want to attack from? I think this area's much easier to push through. This side has a bit of a low ground area. I think I like this attack angle the best. This seems like the most exposed part of the battlefield. And then we can use our drones to take out the tower. The big thing is though, we just want to hit them with the army losses as fast as possible. Man, why is everyone asking about Chaos and Shaggots? I don't think Shaggots are in the game yet. I haven't seen a single sign of Chaos. Although it does say these guys are Chaos Marauders, but they have settlements, so I don't know if they actually count as Chaos or if they're just Norskin Marauders, you know? But yeah, I haven't seen any sign of Chaos. I guess these guys are technically Chaos. So maybe we can get some Shaggots in the future. Who knows? Slanesh is your favorite Chaos God? Well, hopefully the embargo lifts sometime soon. Oh no, they're your least favorite Chaos God. Really? Alright. But a lot of people think you would naturally be a fan. Really? Oh, I've seen a lot of people are big fans of Slanesh. I do hope that they get their time to shine in the future. But alright, so this battle is basically won. We just gotta go kill off their lord and then continue the preparations for the onslaught that will most definitely be coming our way. I just noticed though, this army does have Chaos Warriors, so I guess Chaos is here in one way or another. Can't wait to ally Vampire Coast to Tzeentch. Oh man, Vampire Coast are gonna be great. I haven't seen them on the campaign map though. Has anyone seen in other campaign, like sort of Let's Plays? Has anyone seen the Vampire Coast yet? No Blight Kings, big sad. Eventually. This game's definitely gonna get a lot of DLCs, so I think we'll definitely get full rosters eventually. Like, just look at the Warhammer 2 rosters. They're very decked out. Man, look at this guy. Quite the fighter. He's really grinding it out there. No Vampire Coast? A big shame. Yeah, probably not until Mortal Empires. We definitely won't be playing them until Mortal Empires, that's for sure. No Morathi. I have not seen Morathi. In fact, I've seen no elf faction except for the Wood Elves. Yeah. So there, it's gonna be a second. You hope we get Age of Sigmar. Now that's a controversial one. I think Age of Sigmar. I think most people are waiting for 40k before Age of Sigmar. From what you understand, there's no Vampire Coast or Tomb Kings factions on the map. A big shame. No Dark Elves or High Elves either. Yep. I've explored a decent chunk of the map, but I'm happy that at the very least we got lizard men in there. That's a good sign, at least. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. We're farming levels off of this settlement. We got an upgraded stream of corruption. And we'll have some proper Forsaken going in a second. Nice. Only 28 losses. Yeah, life's getting better. This is the best campaign so far. I've seen Skaven. Yeah, Skaven are on the map. For sure, 100%. Okay, another good battle. Is anyone to declare war on? Not yet. Not yet. As for my main army, I guess I continue to wait. I can sort of afford to wait for more units. Since this army over here is sort of enough to constantly chain sack the settlement. Oh, but we do have a Norskin army over here. That might be our first real competition. It looks like he has some horsemen. Let's see. But if we go over here to our settlement, he can't reach us. Big plus, and this guy can farm levels by assaulting units. Very, very good. Okay, nice. Next turn. What is the Lizardman faction's name? I forget. Sorry, chat's been flying today. It's really hard to keep track. Cavalry only is abandoned for now. We'll try it again next week, most likely. Okay, now what do we want to do about these guys? We don't have Forsaken yet. It's not an especially scary army, but not exactly one that we can easily fight either. Preferably, I can get them to advance towards me. And then fight me with my city garrison, since I think I can win that fight. And I will take one Plague Toad just for the mobility. Let's camp it out over here and wait for him to show up. And for Kugath, we will go for, yeah, let's go for the attrition one. Cav needs some more time in the oven. Yeah, needs to bake a little bit longer because I need to get some proper strategies for snowballing there. I think declaring war on Tzeentch and the ogres is the worst idea ever, and we're going to be avoiding that as much as possible. Interesting. So they're just recruiting. They're just recruiting. Over here, the dwarves are actually less aggressive against us in This Is Total War. Maybe it's because we have fewer common enemies, and they don't want to fight me. That's what I hope for. All right, so we can continue to sort of chill and wait out here. This army is quite sizable, though. I guess I'll recruit one more Plague Toad. Nice. We got some money for it too. And then we'll have Forsaken in 2 turns. Ogre Bulls are only 7 speed slower than Toads. It's correct. So they do catch them pretty easily. You think Demonettes are 8 speed slower? Wow, Ogre Bulls are very fast, yeah. Greenskins are in the game. Yeah, look at that. Black Venom. Greenskins. Cool. Some technology. We're gonna bounce back over here. I'm gonna go for the diplomatic relations in case it makes the AI less aggressive towards me. And we'll keep assaulting these units. Good. Okay. But what do we do about Kugath? Excuse me. I guess we just wait that one more turn before the Forsaken. I'd love to get another Forsaken building, but it seems like we cannot. I think we can only take one of them. Unless, well, I don't know, maybe it'll let us take another one. But what other options are there? The Plague Bearers are pretty cool too. Maybe I will. Maybe I will get the Plague Bearer building. For now though, Kugath needs to keep spreading those plagues. You basically always want to be spamming plagues with Kugath. Okay. And I think if we ambush here, we might be able to catch this guy out. Let's try it out. Can't wait to have a Demonette stack. It's gonna be pretty hype. Oh boy. Yeah, it is now. This is Total War. Froggo only is being figured out right now. Oh, and now we have the allied. We have the other Nurgle faction coming in for us. So. The big thing is ambushing. We thankfully have 70% ambush chance over here. We'll definitely be using that to our advantage. And we want to start recruiting as big of an army as we can possibly throw together now. An ambush on Tzeentch's army would be the best case scenario. So definitely want to assault their units. And so it begins. Some more plagues. Just 24/7. I think he was already infected, but you know, it's fine. Army painter when? Well, we don't have an army painter, but there is the... what is it? In domination mode multiplayer, they do have a way for you to customize the colors of your army. So that's pretty fun. And hey, look at this. Ragnar actually took out the Tzeentch army. Ragnar being useful for once. And all we had to do was declare war on him. Now, big question, can we actually kill Ragnar's army? Can we actually kill it? I don't think we can. If we assault units... Oh man, it's real low, guys. It's real low. I think we might be able to snipe the Veil of Nightmares. I'm gonna... Oh, he went for an ambush. I didn't even see it happen. We got ambushed by Magothkin. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go, guys. What? With an escape point in ambushes, imagine, man, and chat's talking about ambushes at the same time. Imagine as Nurgle ambushing Slanesh and it does a race off and it's over. Actually, yeah, that would very likely happen. But here we go. Doubts being able to kill the Chaos Marauders. I do have some pretty good wind spells. I have a potion. Oh yeah, that should be good. All right, what do we got? What do we got? There's got to be a Nurgle army somewhere over here. Last I checked, it wasn't that big though, so I'm not especially worried. Although it's nowhere to be seen. Maybe they'll just let me walk off the map. Maybe they'll let me go in peace. But okay, there they are. Okay, here we go. What do we have? Aha! Joke's on him. He went for plague toads. Okay, what else? We're going to attack these Nurglings first. Though, I think hitting up the Plague Bearers is going to be a slightly better option here for us. Let's see, how big is this army? It is mostly Nurglings, so I guess it's not too much to worry about. Pretty spicy breath attack over there. And we'll save our Winds of Magic once they're a little bit more grouped up. Yeah, infantry. Here we go, the Nurgle infantry. I don't know how well Nurgle infantry do on Legendary. Something to experiment with. Kugath is going to be fighting against these guys for now. And if we overcast this, it goes from... It doubles the damage for 50% extra win. So, quite value. We're going to cast that right down the pipe on these guys, and this should go down. As for my Plague Toads, we're going to cycle charge with them. And hopefully that's enough to break these Nurglings. Oh boy, this big guy's coming in. Though, let's go ahead and get a Kugath, try and fight him. Let's bring over the Plague Toads. And we're going to also get our Flyers to try and focus him down, since he's definitely the scariest guy to fight right now. Yeah, Nurgle on Nurgle. Crimes against the faction. There's a retreat point, but I do not feel like going for that just yet. You can afford to sit and fight. How are my combat stats? 50, 64 to his 37, 59, so not too bad. Let's get another breath attack down here on all of these Nurglings. And there we go. I think with our breath attacks we should be fine. It seems like we're trading out well over here too. And the Nurglings are crumbling away. So I think we managed to survive our first field battle. An ambush too. And if we can sort of keep this up and keep farming levels on our Lord, I'll be feeling a little bit more comfortable. It looks like the AI actually knows how to do breath attacks a little bit smarter too, which is pretty scary. But I can do that too, and we're going to drop that down right here. Yeah, Balance of Power actually likes us. Pretty good. Okay, nice. We're going to save up for the one last breath attack. The Nurglings are nearly down. I can ×2 speed this. Oh man, yeah. We're not Nurgly enough. Not enough plagues and whatnot. So they've decided to come and take us out. Though Kugath is actually taking quite the beating here. But I think, you know what, we're going to decrease his melee attack a little bit just to ensure that Kugath wins this fight. I do like Plague Toads are coming out on top. And then over here a big rear charge on these guys. Plus if we kill their Lord, we should be able to hit them with a bunch of crumbling on most of their units, and then we'll be okay. Yeah, AI is, yeah, Malekith's Chillwind could hit. AI, it seems like there are some slight improvements here and there. So a big charge in the back now. Leadership is dropping for those guys. And yeah, we're getting a little bit of crumbling for them. Very nice. One more wind spell should get them all into crumbling. It looks like, you know, it doesn't really. But that's okay. We should be able to just outgrind them in this fight over here. The big problem, though, is that there are many other armies on the horizon, and we will have to figure out a way to deal with them. Especially that big Chaos army. I'm not a big fan of that. Alright, what did we lose? 2 Nurglings and a frog. Our recruitment is actually very different from usual. So losing units is pretty painful. You're sweating at the thought of the AI using a burning head properly. Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, we're gonna have to worry about proper spell casting, guys. That's actually a big change overall. Okay, so I don't need more infections right now. Instead, I'm gonna work on extra cash to spawn some more units. Thankfully, our Forsaken managed to live. And over here, if I go for an ambush and this army attacks, I think if my garrison reinforces, like in Warhammer 2, I should be okay. Hey, and look at that, Nurgling summons. That's pretty good. Alright, and then we can start getting combat buffs for good old Kugath over here. I would also like to get another building. Another very expensive building. And I will go for... Honestly... Yeah, we're gonna go for a few toads. They're not that great, but the mobility does have a chance of screwing up the AI a bit more. All game 1 and 2 factions. Yeah, game 1 and 2 factions. If you own the DLC, once Mortal Empires is out, you should be able to play them. At least that's how they did it for game 1 or for game 2. So that's what to expect. Can you build walls? I actually can't build walls. Yeah, you. I think you get extra units by having recruitment buildings. I think that's how it works. Okay, but so far we're alive. We're alive. No huge armies have come for us just yet. I think the Fury's upgrade is actually a pretty good one for us. So I'll stick with that. And then we sit here and lie in wait. And I will also go for the Pestilent Growth to get better replenishment. Don't forget the Potion of Toughness. Ah, yes. Yes. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Very good. We have the enemy has arrived. All right. And the strat for them, once they siege a city, it'll take them a bit to actually attack it. And in that time, I can assault their units quite a bit. So let's try that out. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is a difficult one. Peace treaty? No way, Jose. And how will we do over here? It looks like the Norskins. Wow, no, they attack right away. Wait. The Norskins are friends with the dwarves? That is an interesting AI behavior. All right. All right. Interesting, interesting, terrifying. Oh boy, that changes things.